What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Food for Thought Friday. I know it's been a very long time since I've done a Food for Thought Friday. However, this time I think I'm going to do something a little bit special. So, since the series is called Food for Thought Friday, and I have tried a food and I have shared my thoughts, I thought, why not combine that into one video? I just wanted to make this series a little bit more enjoyable. I love food. I love to talk about my opinions. Let's make that a fusion into what really is Food for Thought Friday. So for this video, I went to one of my very favorite stores, World Market, and I found some really cool foods that you commonly can't find in America or just on the shelves in general. So I'm going to try those foods out while I talk about the topic of the week. The first food of the week is Aero. This is a chocolate candy. There's a couple different flavors, but it's kind of like a carbonated candy. This one is most commonly found in Europe. This is not sold in America. We obviously have Nestle products, but we do not have Aero. This doesn't exist here. So I thought I would try it. It is peppermint flavor. So let's see how it tastes. So this week's topic is Black History Month necessary? I thought it'd be super appropriate. The short answer is yes, it's necessary. Let's see how this tastes. Whoa. Okay. All right, Europe. I mess with this. This is good. You can taste that texture or feel that texture when you eat this. Oh my God. What people fail to recognize when they ask, is Black History Month necessary, is that Black History Month was a reaction to an action. Since Black Americans, or at the time Africans, got to America, you know, the colonizers and the European people who brought us over here did a very good job at erasing our history completely. And when you don't have a culture to look back to and remember on, it's very hard to value yourself. And for the people who say, oh, isn't that racist to have a Black History Month but not a White History Month? Okay, American history is often white history. So every other month in this year, every other part of regular school curriculum, you're learning about white history. But when you're in literature classes and all you hear about is Shakespeare and Mark Twain and whoever else, all these white, straight, male writers of their times, or historians or leaders or this, it makes you think, what about us? What did we do? We were here just as long, pretty much. What did we do for this country? Nothing. When you have all the major subjects and courses in school being directly dedicated to white culture, what that does is neglect the other people who were in that history as well. There very well should be a Native American month where we celebrate their culture and who they are as a people, because the people who colonized this country basically, just like they did with slaves, like African slaves, eradicated their history completely. So many times we're looking for representation within history and it's just not there. And as a culture and as a group in this society, we need to see ourselves in a more positive manner. So when we are taught about people like Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and Madam C.J. Walker and George Washington Carver and all those great people, it gives us hope that, hey, I can do that too. Now, do I have an issue with the way Black history is often taught in this country? Kind of. However, I understand there's a need for it. To keep up with the theme of February, love, and Black History Month, I'm gonna try Sweethearts Sour. They don't smell too much different, but you can tell there's something slightly different about them. Hey, this one says be bold. That's very appropriate for this message today. I forgot how hard these were. I like them, however, they were kind of disappointing. The sourness of this doesn't really come around until you like chew it a couple times. Now, my only complaints that I have with Black History Month, as positive that it can be, when you start to become older, especially when you get into college, if you go to college, you'll realize the way they teach about people like Martin Luther King and, you know, George Washington Carver and all those major people you will constantly hear about in Black History Month, the same 5 people they teach you about, they teach you about them very sugar-coated. And I guess that's kind of true with a lot of American history, but it's slightly upsetting because when you hear about Martin Luther King, you only hear about, oh, he marched for human rights, he did this, he was a great man, and then he died. And the way they portray him is very kumbaya-y, and he had opinions that a lot of people didn't agree with. When you talk about George Washington Carver, we always talk about, oh, he made peanut butter, and that's it. That's literally all, that's all I can recall learning about him in school. However, he did so many other inventions, so many, and it's crazy that we don't hear about it. So I just wish that the way Black history, and not just Black people, but different cultures and different people of color's history could be placed into American history, because it's very much a part of American history, and be taught more comprehensively. In the same vein as affirmative action, Black history has come about to help people as a reaction to the years of injustice and, you know, belittling and erasure of a whole culture, of a whole history. Alright, so happy Black History Month, everybody. I hope you got full off of Food for Thought Friday this week. Check out this candy. This is so good. Oh my god. And if you like sweethearts, try the sweetheart sours. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace. I have body definition. I have thighs that touch. I have a decent sized boobage area.